Good. It's a nice day here today. Cool, but very nice. Sun finally.
Nice in Rochester too.
Yeah. Do you get out?
No.
Yeah, I was out today. I did a number of walking. I had a doctor's appointment. So I sat at the bus stop because they have a bench. So I was able to sit there for a while. And then I did a little shopping and then I went home. But it was nice out. Really nice.
It was nice here too. Nice here too. I got the garden, worked in my garden house this morning and
Okay.
went out a little bit. Yeah, it was breezy too. I thought we were going to get rain, but then it got real windy and then lit up. Yeah, it was good.
What was the temperature down there? What's the temperature down there?
I'm not sure. I know without the breeze it was kind of hot, warm, but the breeze kind of cooled everything off. So maybe in the 80s.
Oh boy, we were in the 50s.
Ooh, it's in the 50s here in San Francisco as well. Very
windy.
Boy.
Good evening, everybody.
Hi.
Good evening.
Hi. I was here last week. I'm Rabbi Elias. I recognize everyone, so I don't have to introduce myself. But Rabbi Nancy is not able to come today, so she asked me to fill in last minute, and I was happy to be able to because I so enjoyed being with you last week. Hi, Ellen.
Hi. Erev Tov, Rabbi. No, you're still Tzarayim Tovim.
Yes, technically it's still Hatzarayim Tovim, but in this day and age, we rabbis are very adaptable. And I know where you are. It's definitely much closer to Hamarim Tovim. So I think we're just about to start. There's one more person coming in.
Where do you live, Rabbi?
I live in San Francisco, California.
Oh, how's the weather out there?
It's in the 50s and cold here today. We had one day of warm weather last week, and since then it's just been 50s, windy, but very beautiful.
At least you get to live in San Fran. Oh my goodness.
So let me see I think I'm going to do a better job. Hi, Ziona. Hi, Amy.
Hi.
I'm going to try to do a better job this week with the slides. Let me see if we can get that going.
You got ordained like a good kid? Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry?
You got ordained already?
I did, yes. I think you were there, weren't you, Amy? That was last December.
No, where I was. Oh, no, nothing. No.
Yeah. Well, let's start our service. I don't want to keep anyone waiting. Share screen. Okay. Is everyone able to see the slide? Wonderful. Okay, here we begin. Welcome to the Ma'ariv service tonight. Oh, excuse me. Let's start with a little Hine Matov. Hine Matov u'manayim shever achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim shever achim gam yachad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yachad. Let the good in me connect with the good in others until all the world is transformed through the compelling power of love. Baruch hu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamborach leolam va'ed. Bless the eternal, blessed the one. Blessed is the holy presence, the blessed one forever. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who creates the mysterious time of dusk, filling the world with possibilities. In wisdom, you open heaven's gates, and with understanding, you change times and vary the seasons, and arrange the stars in the heavens according to your will. Creator of day and night and the trembling in between time, who spreads out light before darkness and darkness before light, who creates day and brings forth night, who separates day from night, who arrays the whole earth with glory. Holy is your name. Blessed are you for the creations that happen every day. Please join me. Baruch atah Adonai Hama'arich Arevim. Blessed are you who creates the evening. We are situating ourselves exactly on the time and place on this planet where we are right now, accepting that whatever happened today happened. And now here we are enjoying the turning of the earth. Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Okanu limadeta. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu, B'shoch beinu uvkumenu, Nasiach bechuchecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'mitzvotecha leolam va'ed, כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגי ימם ולילה, ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. Would anyone like to read the translation on the right for us?
Yes.
Oh, please go ahead, Ellen.
Your love has embraced us always in wilderness and promised land, in good times and in bad. Night and day, your Torah sustains us, reviving the spirit, delighting the heart, informing the soul, opening the eyes, granting us a glimpse of eternity. Because of your love, we shall embrace Torah night and day, in devotion and delight. Beloved are you, Adonai, whose Torah reflects your love. Amen.
Amen. Please read responsively with me on the right. In the stories of our past, you are
revealed.
In the laws you gave at Mount Sinai.
You are
Answers we
revealed.
might find.
In the answers that we ask, in the questions that we ask, and the answers that we might find.
You are
You are
revealed.
revealed.
In the light that burns off fog and the darkness that swallows grief.
You are
You are
You are
revealed.
revealed.
In my questing, doubts and fear, in the joy of dreams come true.
You are
You are
revealed.
revealed.
In all the blessings that surround us, those seen and unseen.
You are
You
revealed.
are revealed.
Blessed are you for opening our senses to all your revelations. You live in the glow of the heart. You live in the pain and the joy of life. You live when we choose life and blessing. You live in the still small voice of conscience. You live in our unending search for truth. You live in our breath when we unite and call you one. All together. Baruch
Baruch
Baruch atah Adonai,
Elohim
Israel.
Israel.
Blessed are
Blessed
you,
are you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel.
We have reached the point of our service, the proclamation of who we are. Would anyone like to lead us in the Shema?
Do it.
Please, Amy, go ahead.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Elohim Adonai Echad.
Kevod
Malchusah
Excellent job, guys. I mean, you know,
That was beautiful. That was a whole team
that was
effort.
perfect, guys.
One of the things I love.
Tinoki, of course. Wait a minute, I have to include Tinoki. She helped. I know she did.
Thank you, Tinoki. One of my favorite things about Jews in general, but Jewish services, is that we cannot be organized. We cannot be managed. We are expressions of God's love that need to burst out in our own rhythm, in our own time. And Orthodox services, if you've been, chaos. Absolute chaos. Everyone's doing their own thing at the same time, barely led by one person in front trying to keep everyone on track. And what I love about the Zoom world is that we've come back. We've come full circle. No longer do we have to pretend to be sitting in pews and being, obedient. We are not that. We are going to go at our own pace. And so hearing everyone do the Shema just now in unison, but in also total chaos, makes me feel very Jewish. So thank you.
Hey, we are Jewish. Hey, we're all the same.
Yes, love is all the same, and we're all one. We're all one family.
We're all the same.
Which is what this is about. Very well done, Amy. Good transition. The V'ahavta. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha olevavcha ulevchol nafshecha ulevchol meyodecha v'hayu advarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzatecha hayom al levavecha ufshimnantam levanecha v'dibartam ba'am b'shiftecha b'veitecha uvleftecha b'derech ufshoftecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotofot beineinecha וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And these words which I command you this day, you shall take to heart. Teach them diligently to your children, and recite them at home and away, day and night. Bind them as a sign upon your hand, and as a reminder above your eyes. Inscribe them upon your doorposts of your homes and upon your gates. Then you will remember and observe all my mitzvot and be holy before your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I, Adonai, am your God, who is truth. Everyone together. Adonai Elohechem. Amen.
Amen.
Oh, that picture's so pretty. I want to go right there.
Isn't it beautiful? And that's the truth, is that God is always that beautiful. Even when we think it's ugly, even when we're not at that scene with this beautiful rushing river, we know that that's really what's behind everything.
Yep.
Because that's who we are.
I know God's always with me, whether I'm by myself or not. He's always right here. Hello.
And a good question to ask is, who is like our God? In fact, other people have asked that question, and they made it into a song. It's called Mi Chamocha. Mi chamocha be'elim Adonai, mi chamocha neder b'kodesh, nora tehilot osefet lev, nora tehilot osefet lev. I'll continue in English. Who is like you, O God, among the gods that are worshipped? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Your children witnessed your sovereignty, the sea splitting before Moses and Miriam and everyone here. This is our God, we cried. Adonai will reign forever and ever. Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Altogether, Baruch Atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. Very good. Now, I was very lucky to go to Jewish summer camp in Southern California in the 90s when this young cantor named Craig Taubman was our musical director. And I learned all about music from him, and I had no idea who he was. But ever since then, my favorite Hashkivenu tune has been Craig's. And this is his, which I don't know how to accompany, so I'll just sing it. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim, hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim, ufrosh aleinu, sukat shlomecha, ushmor tzeitenu, uvoenu. Baruch atah Adonai hapore sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Would someone like to read the English translation below? I can read it if
No, I
Ellen
think
Friedman.
Ellen Rose should do it. I mean, after all, I just nominated her.
Well, I saw Ellen Friedman's hand first, so let me offer it to her.
Okay.
Ellen, would you like to read this?
Yes.
Okay.
Let us lie down in peace, Adonai, and we will arise with strength and clear vision. Shelter us under your wings, guide us with your wisdom, and for the sake of your world, help us work for peace through justice. Then hatred and plague and war and famine and sorrow will disappear from this earth. Blessed are you, our comfort and shield, whose Sukkot Shalom shelter of peace spreads over us, over all Yisrael, over Yerushalayim, and the earth made whole.
Thank you very much for that. We move on to the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, Yalmad yivrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chaydechol Beit Yisrael, ba'gala uvizman kariv v'meru. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach le'alam ulam ne'omaya yitbarach v'ishtabach v'itbar v'itroman v'itnaseh v'itadar v'itale v'itala shemei dekudsha richu le'elam kol berchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nehemata gamiran b'yalma v'meru. Amen. Very nice. We have reached the Amidah, the standing prayer, where we rise in spirit or in body, whichever we like, and we say, this is who we are. This is where we come from. We now remember, and we stand in body or spirit. Let the strength of this community and the strength of our ancestors give us the strength to search for our path back to the Blessed One. Adonai, Sephatai Tiftach, Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Holy One, open up our lips that our mouths may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Leah Elohei Rachel Ha'el HaGadol El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konehei Hakol Zocher HaSe'avot B'moto Mevi Gedolah Livnei V'neihem Leman Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer Moshiach Magin Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Be'ezrat Sarah Ha'gibor Le'olam Elonoi Mechayech Kol Rav Loshia. Since this is now the summer season, we say Morid Atal Mechakel Chaim Bechesed Mechayeh HaKol Be'Rakami Somech Nolim Ve'ofeh Olim Umatir Asurim Umekayeh Emunato Mishenei
Mishenei
Afar,
Afar,
Michamocha
Mikamoka,
Vangvur,
Gavoro, Umido
Umidomelach,
Mela,
Melech Meni,
Melemeni,
Mechaye,
Umachaye,
Umatzmiach
Umatzia
Yeshua,
Yeshua,
V'ne'eman
Vaneva
Atah
Yatale
Yotachol,
Yom HaKol,
Baruch
Baruch
Atah Adonai,
Adonai,
Mechaye
Vaye,
HaKol.
or Hameti.
Or Hametim, exactly. Your strength is forever, Adonai. You give life all things, you the great Savior. You rain dew upon us in summer. You sustain us with kindness. With great compassion, you give life to all. You lift up the fallen, you heal the sick, you free the captives, you keep trust with those who sleep in the dirt. Who is like you, source of might? And who looks like you, the one who causes death and life and salvation to root? Who is like you, source of mercy? In compassion, you sustain the life of your children, and faithful are you who brings life to everything. Blessed are you who brings life to everything. And today, we are on the 5th day, begins right now, of the Omer. Very briefly, we are marking the time in the ancient days when we would bring our wheat sacrifice. This was the wheat harvest time in ancient Israel. And every day for 49 days, we would bring a sacrifice of wheat to the temple in Jerusalem as a way to remind ourselves of what it was like walking through Sinai and being without and dedicating ourselves to the God who gave us this freedom. And I won't get too Kabbalistic on you right now, but it is amazing how this works. I'm just a student like everyone of this. But today is week 1, day 5, which is the Hod of Chesed, Hod Shebechesed. Chesed is loving kindness. Chesed is that unfiltered love of everything, just utter compassion, overflowing joy. That's what Chesed is. And within Chesed, what we're meditating on today is Hod, which is traditionally understood to be glory or splendor, but what really means is humility, knowing when you have to not believe your own thoughts. So first, for those who are keeping count, let's say the blessing together. Up here on the left, Baruch Atah Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav al Omer. And now we count. We say today is 5 days of the Omer, which in Hebrew is Hayom
Omer.
Exactly. And here on this chart, you can see you start counting in the top left and you go down each column until you reach the bottom, and then you keep going. And that each one represents a week. And right now we are in the 5th from the top on the left-hand side. And Rabbi Simon Jacobson wrote this little explanation, which I thought was beautiful. He says, you can often get locked in love and be unable to forgive your beloved or to bend or compromise your position. Hod introduces the aspect of humility in love, the ability to rise above yourself and forgive or give into one you love just for the sake of love, even if you're convinced that you're right. Because arrogant love is not love. Does love humble me? Am I arrogant notwithstanding, or sometimes even because I have the capacity to love? Do I realize that the ability to love someone comes from a greater, higher place, from God? And knowing that I shouldn't enter into any love with total, shouldn't I enter into any love with total humility, recognizing the great privilege of being able to love? Do I realize that through love, I receive more than I give? Do I appreciate the one I love for this? And his recommendation, exercise of the day, swallow your pride and reconcile with a loved one that you have quarreled with. How hard is that?
That's hard.
That's so hard, Amy. And I was thinking, I went to a lunch and learn
That's
today.
really hard because my sister can't stand me, but it's just so hard. But then I got all you guys and my other friends. So, I mean, she doesn't know what she's missing. Oh, well.
And that's exactly right. Oh, well, because what we have to do is humble ourselves, knowing what we can and cannot control. We can control our intention. And we can
Right.
learn some skills. For example, nonviolent communication is a very good thing to study. I learned that sometimes when people are asking for their needs to be met, they don't have the language to say, hey, I'm feeling insecure, or I'm feeling this way or that way. Instead, they take a thought about how you might be able to solutionize that problem for them. And through that dynamic, we lose honesty with ourselves and with our loved ones. And that's a large part of what today is about. Today is about saying, as I walk to freedom, as I go through the Sinai on my way to the promised land in my soul, do I need to carry grudges? Is that really who I want to be, no matter how right I feel?
No.
And the point is, look at how many days there are. Nobody can do this in one day. Not anybody. It doesn't matter how much you study, not how Kabbalistic you are. It's about the intention. It's about knowing that with our time, we can become who we're meant to be. So that's my little Devar on the Omer today.
Excellent.
Right now, thanks, Amy. Right now, I offer a moment to take a silent prayer. This is your moment to be still, to feel yourself, to feel where your soul is in your body, where you feel discomfort and where you feel ease, and allow a prayer to come from deep inside you, someplace below your use of words, and reach to that part of yourself that has something to pray but has no words for it, and give that part of yourself a loving embrace, and offer that embrace to God as well. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lekol hashalom. וטוב בניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. ברוך אתה אדוני המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום. And we reach the full Kaddish, the Kaddish Shalem. Yikadal v'yikra shemei Rabba, bi'alma divrach v'tei v'amlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'vyomechon u'v'chayei l'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kari v'imeru. Amen.
Amen.
Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach le'olam u'me'omaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kudsha. B'richu.
Birichu.
Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechemata, da'amiran bi'alma v'imru.
Amen.
Kikabel tzlotein chol, excuse me. Yehesh lama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen.
Amen.
Osei shalom b'imromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen.
Amen.
Osei shalom b'imromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen.
Amen.
Ya'aseh shalom. Ya'aseh shalom. Shalom
Aleinu.
Ve'al kol
Yisrael.
Ya'aseh shalom.
Shalom.
Ya'aseh shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom
Aleinu.
Ve'al
Kol Yisrael.
Yay. That's one of my
Yeah,
favorites.
it's so good.
Aleinu l'shabeach
Shaberach
l'adon.
Lakol.
Heit gedula v'yotzeh
Rashi.
Shelo
Shalom Azadu
samchavinu
Kidu Ve'ahem.
Atzot Techenu Kain U'mishpachot Hadama Shelo samchavinu Before Aleinu Kechol Hamona ואנחנו
אנחנו
קוראים
קוראים
ומשתחווים
ומשתחווים
ומודים
ומודים
לפני
לפני
מלך
מלך
מלכי
המלכים
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 הקדוש
הקדוש
ברוך הוא
ברוך הוא
ונאמר
נאמר
בחיי
והיה
אדוני
אדוני
למלך על
למלך
כל
על כל
הארץ
הארץ
ביום
ביום
ההוא
ההוא
ביום
ביום
ההוא
ההוא
יהיה
יהיה
אדוני
אדוני
אחד
אחד
ושמו
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 שמו אחד.
אחד.
God is one because we are all one. Now we have come to the Misha Berach, where we think of those who need healing at the
Get
moment.
your names?
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to come one by one to everyone in the Zoom as well. If you'd like to put it in the chat on YouTube or on Facebook, as well as on the Zoom, you can put it there. I will come by each and every person, and then we will say the English and the Hebrew together. I'll go just based on who I see. Ellen Rose, do you have any names for the list today?
Is all those who are suffering physically and emotionally, all those who are homeless, animals and humans. Bill Ben Ann, Sarah Bat Colleen, Jeannie Batwana, Perry Ben Betty, Amy, Marvin, Tamara, Beth, Rabbi Galit, Rabbi Nancy.
Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you.
Keeping all of them in mind. Marvin, I'm going to be saying for you if you still need it. How are you feeling?
Okay.
Oh, good.
Edward Johnson, Dawn Alma.
Okay. Thank you. Sue Bowers, do you have anyone?
Yes. Dorothy, Mark, Marlene, Jimmy, Jean, and Robin.
Thank you. We'll keep them in mind. Amy from Old Bridge, New Jersey.
Yeah, I got Pam Hazel, Rabbi Galit, Beth, Maddie, Albert Madison, Valerie Madison, my friend Janice, who was going through chemo for 6 months. Yikes. Marvin, Kathy, my friend Christine, Tamara, Joanna, Richie, Jamie, Danny, Sue, Rabbi Nancy, Francis Johnston, Gloria, and Tom, and I'm gonna have to put it over here. Jesse, my friend's father, who's going through dialysis. Oops.
Thank you, Amy. Ellen Friedman, do you have anyone for the list?
Yes, Timothy Paul Taylor, Melanie Kutnick, Richard Kutnick.
I can't hear you,
Laura
Ellen. Ellen, I can't hear you, hon.
I can hear you, Ellen. Amy, maybe.
And Kevin
I don't hear
Frick.
nothing. Whoops.
I'm sorry. Who was the last name, Ellen?
Kevin
I
Frick.
don't hear anything. Where's my sound?
Thank
I don't
you.
hear anything. Huh?
And let me look at Facebook here. Hi, Sharon. Sharon has some names of people who need healing. We have Naomi and Beverly, Alyssa Stevens, Steve, Jim, Joy, and family.
Come back in.
Sharon's parents,
I don't hear
Georgette
anything.
and Gred Meyerowitz.
Let me come back out. I'm gonna come right back in.
Okay, sounds good. I'll let you right back in. Ziona, I'm sorry. It didn't go down all the way. I didn't see that. I'm so sorry. I missed you, Ziona. Would you like to share some names?
Yes. Pearlbot Ethel, Sheldon Ben Aryeh, both of whom are doing better. And Carol and Bill Sutton, who just got diagnosed with COVID. And I would like to pray for all Ukrainian refugees and survivors of violence and all people with COVID.
Amen. Absolutely. Okay, let me just check the YouTube. We're good there. And I see on the Sim Shalom website, we don't have any messages there, I don't think. Okay, we can go ahead with our prayer. On behalf of the sick, we are grateful, O God, for the gift of life and for the healing powers you have implanted within your creatures. Sustain our beloved loved ones through these days of illness, courage and fortitude to endure weakness and pain. Help us to find ways to show our love for them, so that we may be an influence for good in their time of need. And may all who suffer illness of the
Suffer
body
illness
or
of body
mind
or mind,
know that you are
know
with
that you are with them.
giving them strength of spirit as they struggle to recover. May their afflictions soon be ended, and may they return in health to family and friends. Altogether, we say in Hebrew, Baruch
Baruch atah Adonai
Rofei.
Ha'olam.
Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals the sick. Mi she'era Mekor
Kol
ha'bracha
havracha le'yamin.
May the
May the
Source of
strength
strength,
who
who bless the ones before us.
help us
Help us
find
find the
the courage,
courage
make our
to make our
lives
lives
a
a
blessing, and
blessing.
let us
let
And
us
say,
say,
Amen.
Mi
Shera imotenu
Mekor
Mekor havracha
Avotenu.
la'avotenu.
Bless those in
Bless
need
those
of
in need of
healing with
healing
refuah,
with Ruach Shlema, renewal of body,
of spirit,
renewal
and
of
let us
spirit.
and
say,
let us say,
Amen.
that was very beautiful. I felt a lot of healing energy going out to all of the people in need right now. May God bless them. Now is the time when, if we are in mourning or we are remembering a yard site, an anniversary of someone's death, it's the time when we call on their spirits to be remembered and for their strength in us to be revealed. Let us remember those who have transitioned to the world beyond to eternal rest, and through these dearest of souls though these dearest of souls may no longer be with us physically, their journeys have been ever imprinted on our hearts and on our minds. Even with the passage of time, the memory of them we cherish and hold precious. If you are in mourning or observing a yard site, please recall those who you hold in cherished and dearest memory as we say together the Mourner's Kaddish. I will do it the same as the Mishaberach list. I'll go right down the list here. Ellen Rose, do you have anyone you're remembering today?
Yes, all those who have nobody to say Kaddish for them. Alice, Bat Rose, oh, I've lucked out. And thank you.
Okay, we remember them. Sue Bowers, do you have anyone on their list today?
yes, actually, my one of my cousins, Jose Alvarado Dunkley.
We remember them. Ziona?
Those lost to violence and recent tragedies and war.
We remember all of them. Ellen Friedman?
Yes, my mother, Mildred Friedman, and two of her best friends who recently passed away, Betty Forsheimer and Marilyn Matlow.
We remember them. Reba, do you have anyone? Okay. Marvin Gruber, do you have anyone you're remembering today?
Francis Johnson.
Frances Johnson, we remember her. Amy, do you have anyone for the Mourner's Kaddish?
I've got Rebecca Lee's husband, Robert Reber, Audrey, Scott Whitehead, best friend, Sally Kelly, George Darrell, Tito, and Francis Johnson.
Very well, thank you. We remember them. We look over here on Facebook. We have Anna Kaplan, Elizabeth Goldstein, and Seymour Jaffe. On YouTube, we don't have any. And here, I would like to add that I think it was yesterday was the anniversary of the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising.
Oh my God.
Many people.
Wait, so that was that Yom HaShoah?
No,
Is that
that's
one?
Yom HaShoah. That comes up soon. But this was the
Okay,
anniversary.
that comes up later. Okay,
Yeah,
so that's what.
this was the actual anniversary of the uprising. Of course, many
okay.
of us died then, and I would like to keep them in mind as well.
Yeah. And people who are suffering in Ukraine are dying.
Everyone. We have
Everybody's
people departed, everyone just mentioned, and also all of those loved ones we've had whose souls touch us in ways, even if it's not their yard site, in little ways that you just walk around and you see in a bird, you see that person, that memory, and you feel that energy.
Yeah, I do.
That's a very Jewish thing to come when you're not invited. And our loved ones do that, thank God. So we remember all of them right now. Yid Gadal, Yid Kadash,
Yika Shemay Rabba.
Yalma Divrach
Prakti Malti.
Ayechon
Meko,
Yom
Meko,
Chayedachol Beit
Meko,
Lagala Uvizman
Meko,
Paru
Meko, Amen.
Yehesh
Ishme, Maya.
Yitbarach
Yisrach,
Vishtabach
Yistabach, Vishtabach, Mitase.
Yitadar
Vitalev,
Vitalev
Vitalav, maybe the Shapir.
Leila Minkol
Yom
Bir
Kodir Kata Bashir Ta. Tushtaga, Venekamat, Damiranvil, Amen.
Yehesh Lama
Islama Rahuma,
V'chaim
Mitzay
Tovim Aleinu
Mahlim, Velko Yisrael.
Amen.
Amen.
Say Shalom
Shalom
B'Mullah.
Uya
Uya
say Shalom.
Aleinu Kol
Amen.
Yisrael. Kol Yoshvei
Kol
Tev.
Yoshvei there.
V'imru.
Amen.
Amen.
Beautiful. Excellent.
All of the souls are with us and with God forever. Teach us to live wisely and unselfishly, courageously and fruitfully, in truth and understanding, in love and peace, so that our remembrance of our loved ones will be more than just mere moments of regret, but rather a catalyst for inspired living. May the names of those whose memories we cherish be for us a blessing, and may we be worthy, so that those who come after may be likewise. May they remember us for good, as we remember those who brought a blessing for us. And let us say, Amen.
Amen.
It was a blessing for me to share this Ma'ariv service with all of you here today. Thank you.
It was beautiful, Rabbi.
Beautiful.
Toda
Can I
Rabba.
give you my friend Janice her Hebrew name, which is Avalea Barbella, because she's going through chemotherapy for 6 months.
Okay.
Oops.
Thank you.
We will.
Thank you. Excellent.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank
Shalom.
you.
It was a beautiful service.
Perfect. Excellent. A plus. I mean A plus.
A
Excuse me.
plus.
Be
Thank
well,
you.
everyone.
Plus. Thank you.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.